like a ray of hope coming through the blue. When it all gets dark and then the whole thing falls apart, I guess it doesn't really matter about the rain, 'cause we'll get through it anyway. We'll get up and start again, 'cause we could be lifted, lifted, lifted. We could be lifted from the shadow. Lifted, oh, we could be lifted up today, lifted all the way. You and I forever, baby, lifted, lifted, lifted. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's undisturbable, the peace we found in a bright blue space up above the clouds, where everything is understandable. You don't have to say anything too loud. When our luck runs out again, we walk back down to solid ground. I wouldn't say I'm mad about the rain, but we'll get through it anyway. We'll get back to the stars again, 'cause we could be lifted, lifted, lifted. We could be lifted from the shadow, lifted. Oh, we could be lifted up today, lifted all the way. You and I forever, baby, lifted. Oh, we could be lifted. We could be lifted. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Well, so far so good. The president's impact is being felt already. That's starting with the saying of fuel subsidy is gone in May 20, on May 29th, the inauguration day, which at first actually threw the country into some panic, but knowing how well Nigeria can withstand and endure, the groaning has actually subsided. Meanwhile, the president has made another move, which has caused divided opinion of whether it will be a good one for the citizens or if it will not be. Well, there are speculations, but then what can we say? Well, this is about the student loan bill being signed into law by the president. Now, the Nigerian Student Loan Board was first established in 1972, and between 1973 and 1991, it provided loan totaling 46 million naira to help Nigerian students finance undergraduate or postgraduate study in Nigeria or abroad. And there has been several problems as well associated to this particular move. As at that time of 1972, that was 1972 to 1991, there have been problems. Well, however, the rate of recovery of loan repayment has been very, very disappointing.
When it all gets dark and then the whole thing falls apart.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed into law the student loan bill in fulfillment of a promise he made during his campaign, and his spokesperson actually made this announcement on Monday. And he said the fund will be domiciled in the Ministry of Education and will only be accessed by the indigent student of tertiary institution. Now, this particular loan bill was sponsored by Speaker of the 9th House of Assembly, Femi Gbajabiamila, which provides for interest-free loans to indigent Nigerian students, and passed the third reading at the House 2 weeks ago. Now, there has been growing concerns about this particular decision. ASUU President Emmanuel Sodeke, in a statement, he condemned the move, and now he described it as an attempt to make the university education beyond the reach of poor Nigerians. This is something we need to think about. Is it actually true or not? And again, he stated, we find it troubling that the proponent of the policy are so eager to force it down the throat of Nigerians when they have done more to push the working people of this country into poverty through sheer incompetence in handling the economic fortunes of a land. That is not my words, but Mr. Osodeke, that's the ASUU president's words. And again, the president of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic, ASUP, Anderson Ezeibe, also expressed concern over the sustainability of the initiative due to Nigerians' high unemployment rate. And he said, I quote, I actually think the intention of the bill may be noble, but it is going to be very difficult to sustain a country where we have more than 133 million are living below the poverty line, and you want to introduce tuition fees. It will be counterproductive. And what was he talking about the decisions of the president? Well, in an unexpected move on Friday night, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, that is Godwin Emefiele. And Emefiele's suspension was sequel to the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reform in the financial sector of the economy in 2014. If we can remember, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan actually suspended the then CBN governor, that's Sanusi Lamido. Many called that the suspension was illegal, and citing the CBN Act, Section 11 of the CBN Act, which provided the cessation of appointment by a CBN governor, deputy governor, and director of the CBN. Section 111, subsection 2, C and F of the Act stipulates that the governor, the deputy governor, or director shall cease to hold office in the bank if he is guilty of a serious misconduct in relation to his duty under his act, or is removed by the president, provided that the removal of the governor shall be supported by 2/3 majority of the Senate, praying that he should be removed. That is, there has to be a backing of the 2/3 majority of the Senate. But this time around, it is not about the removal. This one is suspension. But people are saying, does he have the right to actually suspend or not? These are many questions that is on the mind of Nigerians. And again, we are talking about the decisions of the president so far in Nigeria. And against this again, just talking about Godwin Emefiele's time as Central Bank of the governor of Central Bank. Well, there has been a whole bag of emotions. There are those that are like, oh, he's made a good move, and there's so many that said, that move shouldn't actually be. And these has battered so many questions. As I said earlier, I am Monike Babatunde, and you're welcome on Vocal Point this morning. This morning, I'm joined by my guest, who I have in the house already. But in just a moment, I will introduce you to him.
Anyway, we'll get up and start again, 'cause we could be lifted, lifted, lifted. We could be lifted from the shadow, lifted. Oh, we could be lifted up today, lifted all the way.
All right, you're still on to Vocal Point on Royal FM 95.1 Ilorian. While we will talk about the decision of the president on Vocal Point this morning, I have my guest, Mr. Abdulkadir Nasser. I have him in the house this morning, and he is the CEO, NAS TV Africa, also the chairman, Productivity Committee, and you are welcome this morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Even despite our short notice, you're still here. We sincerely appreciate you.
Very well.
Thank you so much. We'll start the question in just a moment with him. Please do stay tuned. And do know the number to call is 0810-850-1371, or you send a message to our WhatsApp number on 091-6737-5588.
From the shadow, lifted.
You're still on to Vocal Point on Royal FM 95.1 in Loring. I said we'll be talking about the decisions made so far by the president. And, well, is it actually a ray of hope for us? Is it a ray of hope? We don't know yet, but then we are hopeful as we've always been in Nigeria. I still have my guest in the house, and straightforward we're going into the questions. And we're starting with the loan because we have two things to talk about. Talking about the suspension of the CBN governor and also the student loan bill being passed into law. Now, these some persons that actually benefited these in the 1970s, and again it was cancelled. That was due to some no repayment issues that started back then, as I read. But again, sir, do you actually think this would not happen this time around, knowing that eventually, we should flash back to trader money. At some point in time, there were clamors that the money were not actually repaid. So now, do you think this same thing will not happen, where we eventually probably have to cancel as it was done in the 1990s?
Well, the repayments of loan, decline to pay loan, defaulting to pay back loan is an attitude issue. Yeah, it's an attitude issue that lack of maybe principle and maybe some contingency reasons too. Now, as beautiful as it is, the repayments should not even be our concern now. The people will still call it educational subsidy or something. No, interest-free loan. But the most important thing is that the government, there's something in economics, we call it inductive approach to economy. Inductive approach to economy is when you start from individuals to your general. Then we have deductive approach to economy, where we start from general to individual. It's a theory. Now, what the president has just done is a kind of deductive approach to economic issue. It dropped the what we call student loan. Now, when you drop student loan, it has many derivatives. Derivatives is that there's just so many things that must be in place that will force your hand to do the right thing. In an look at you, for example.
Omonike.
Yeah, look at you, Omonike. You are penciled down to work by 9. And it's live program. And you know that there's no way 9 o'clock program can be 9:30. So there's no point that I can be late for 10 minutes, I can be late for 5 minutes. Because it has to be 9. But there are some people that are waiting for this program. Once they don't hear your voice, by 9:05, they are gone. You lose them. Then there's some advert you put on the program. If the program is not on, the advert cannot come up. Now, the deductive approach is that you have been given 9. Now, because you are given 9 o'clock to come for the news, then so many other things will change about you. If you are staying late in your bed, you understand? Up to like 9, 10, 11, quickly you remind yourself, I have a 9 o'clock news tomorrow. If you are stressing yourself, if somebody tells you that, are you coming tomorrow? You say, what time? Around 9, no, I have 9 o'clock news tomorrow. So the moment you wake up by 7 and you know the traffic jam and everything, you wake up at so you streamline yourself in such a way that you meet up. What government has just done is that they have just dropped the relevant. So the moment they drop the relevant, then everybody will come with knife. Now that's the relevant now. How do we now dissect it? That is the government has just given itself a very big challenge. Because if you want people to pay back loan, there must be employment.
Exactly.
In that case, as government is giving loan, they are creating employment. That's part of the multiplier effect of giving loan. Otherwise, the people you give loan, the condition is that the money will be deducted from the employer. Now, what it really means again is that as they have done that, I think you are listening to that.
Yeah.
So now the second one is that as they are giving the loan, that means the SME must be empowered. Because government cannot employ everybody. So if you are an SME owner, you are producing shoes, you are producing gari, you are producing anything, then the government is now beyond government to empower you in such a way that you'll be able to absorb 1 or 2, 3 people from people that have gotten loan from government, so that you can help the government to deduct it. In that case, all SME owners must be registered now, and they be monitored and be given. Okay, if you say, okay, fine, SME, all these students, maybe about 100,000 graduates in a year, and these 100,000 have accessed government loan, and they will have to pay back for 2 years. That means they must be absorbed. Federal government or state government cannot absorb all these people.
All right, we need to go on this very short break, but then we will still come to that. That's talking about the empowerment of some sectors before these can be implemented. We have to go on this very short break. We'll be back again and still talk about, okay, is this actually a good move by the government? These are many other questions we will be asking. And again, talking about the concerns expressed by the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic President, talking about the poverty level in Nigeria. These and many more are what we'll discuss on Vocal Point. Please stay tuned. We'll be back.
Guy, see how many power bank only you dey carry. You dey sell am.
Oh boy, I get many important meetings today. I no fit miss them.
My brother, you dey give yourself wahala. How na? You suppose dey use the Itel P40 to dey power yourself. Enjoy real power with all new Itel P40. With just one charge, enjoy 3 days of fun with a 6,000 mAh mega battery with fast charge and 7 GB RAM. Also get 5 GB data from Airtel for just 1,000 naira when you buy Itel P40 and activate with an Airtel 4G SIM card. SMS GET to 141 now. Itel P40, one charge for 3 days.
lọ́dún tá a wà yìí o a máa ṣoríire ilé-iṣẹ́ wa lálùbáríkà tí pọ́ǹpì onílẹ̀ ìfọkànbalẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn ti ń ralẹ̀ torí pé ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú ni wá o.
òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ ni tí pọ́ǹpì concept onílẹ̀ ìfọkànbalẹ̀ sì pinrin ọdún fún gbogbo olóríire lọ́dún yìí ìwọ náà gbọ́dọ̀ ralẹ̀ o máa kọ́lé ilẹ̀ ríra ní ìrọ̀rùn gbà tẹ́ bá ti ra plot ilẹ̀ wa kan tó wà lókè òyìn ní 500,000 naira péré ẹ ti láǹfààní láti gba ogún símẹ́ǹtì àpò 20 bags of cement lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ bákan náà nílé tó wà lóko olówó 150,000 naira péré ní plot kan bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ máa gba símẹ́ǹtì àpò mẹ́wàá 10 bags of cement lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ilé kíkọ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Land Bank ilẹ̀ wa tó wà lélẹ́mẹ̀rẹ̀ ilẹ̀ tá a rẹ̀ rà pamọ́ fúnra wa tàbọ̀ mọ́ tá a bí torí ọjọ́ iwájú sí ta o 300,000 naira ní 500 square meter 200,000 naira ní 300 square meter àwọn olóríire ti ń jàǹfààní yìí báyìí ó di Friday June 30 ọdún yìí kó tó parí ẹ tètè máa bọ̀ lọ́fíìsì tí Pompi Concept tó wà ní suite 8 legislative quarters along Gidi Road Ìlọrin telephone 08052888552 see Pompi Concept developer that cares.
Pelumi, I've seen like 5 different shoes I like for our school fashion week, but from different Instagram vendors.
Your dispatch fee will even be more than some of the shoes, oh.
I will still buy makeup and bags for my normal IG customers, though. I can't do all of them at once, Jerry.
Yes, you can buy from all your favorite vendors at once at the first of its kind Ilori Marketplace Trade Fair. All your favorite vendors from clothes to shoes, food items, cosmetics, or jewelry will be present at the Kwara Stadium from the 25th to the 27th of June. So, get your shopping bags ready to get items at very affordable prices. See you there, and don't come alone. Brought to you by Access Bank. More than banking.
So, babes, what's up with the wedding preparation? Hope everything is planned out.
Everything is in order. I can't wait for my big day and all the excitement.
Aww. Have you checked to the Ashoebi? Food vendor, decor.
All check, babes. Oh, wait. Myself and Bob are yet to find a good event center. All the ones we've been seeing, it is either bad lighting or...
Say no more. The Savannah Event Center has got you covered. Located in a secured and serene environment with spacious parking lot, fully air-conditioned, clean sound system, and the hall can conveniently seat all your guests. They even have a banquet hall to host birthdays, symposium, conferences, dinner and award nights, and luncheons. The best part is there is a huge discount available from now till the end of July. The Savannah Event Center is located within the magnificent Savannah Hotel, Kilometer 2 at Dashekpo Road by Garkambi Junction, Ilorin, Kwara State. For bookings, inquiries, and reservations, please call 090-3933-2299. 090-3933-2299.
Uncle Jerry, thank you.
This wouldn't have been beautiful without you.
Savannah Event Center, built just for you.
Be alone without all the ache and pain and the April showers. But it ain't long before I long for you, like a ray of hope coming through the blue. When it all gets dark and then the whole thing falls apart, I guess it doesn't really matter about the rain, 'cause we'll get through it anyway. We'll get up and start again, 'cause we could be lifted, lifted, lifted. We could be lifted from the shadow, lifted. Oh, we could be lifted up today, lifted all the way.
You're still on to Vocal Point on Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin, and I still have my guest, Mr. Abdulkadir Nasir, in the house. And we are talking about the decision of the president, talking about the student loan, which has been passed into bill already. And while we're talking about, I want us to dwell deeper into it, although Mr. Nasir was already giving us a cushioning effect, talking about the empowerment of some sectors in order to have these very, very effective. But again, now let's go deeper into this particular loan bill. The president actually said that after two years is when the repayment will be done. Why do you think this repayment of 2 years would actually be effective, going by the fact that we have unemployment in Nigeria? At some point, some persons might actually be done with uni and they're not able to get a job. Some persons might actually even still be in uni and not even have a job because some persons put themselves through school. But the question is, why after 2 years? Why can't the person probably start pushing through to pay in the probably before the 2 years now?
Before 2 years?
Yes, before, instead of the after. The after is after now, after school. Let's say 2 years after, then you start paying that.
Okay,
but before, why can't we have it before instead of, or you pay at your own leisure instead of that?
No, the government also assume that apart from the fact that except you become an entrepreneur,
okay,
it's not when they say, you see, that thing it's just an act for now, because it takes a lot of strictly to the BRS details.
Okay.
I think there should be a lot of dissection and analysis. What about students that have gone for it and they never want to work? There's so many of them that will have gotten loan and they don't want to work for anybody. They want to be entrepreneur. Those period of becoming entrepreneur, they still need some kind of soft loan to even start to be entrepreneur. I know government is going to come up with some other programs. Like, okay, if you have an idea, come on. Then it's going to be combined, or immediately he becomes an entrepreneur, he starts producing bags or he's doing makeup. This is the very period we are going to tax them. They are going to analyze this. They are going to let us know that anybody who is going to access this loan must be the people that want to work for government or people that want to start as an entrepreneur. Anybody working for government starts earning immediately. Anybody working for a private firm starts earning immediately. But anybody who is going to entrepreneurship, even if he gets loan and they are want to get free period where you will not be asked to pay anything back for the period of maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or something, moratorium or something. So this moratorium, are they going to involve in the act? Are they going to allow, okay, since you say you are not going to work, you are going to be an entrepreneur, then we give you 2 years to grow, or we give you 1 year to grow, we give you 4 years to go so that you can pay back.
Okay.
So all these things must be well articulated. So they must, because I can tell you that, by and large, about 30-40% are now showing more interest in becoming their own boss, by becoming entrepreneurs after school.
Yes.
What are you going to do with those people that will not work? How are they going to pay back? We are not going to
But
pay.
even for those that are willing to actually work, how available is this job for them to actually
That's why we started that. The government has just fully agbo. You understand? Stayed the nest of bees.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So once you have done that, then you have put a lot of enormous responsibility on yourself.
Okay.
Like you are now calling for accountability, obligation, and duty.
Okay.
Now you have told them that I'm going to do you a favor, but you're going to pay me back. Then the person you are asking to pay you back will now tell you the condition upon which you could pay back. And one of them is that you have to create jobs. And how do you create jobs? You cannot say that they should go to civil defense, they should go to custom, you are creating... No. You have to start empowering the SME owners, the real employer of laborers.
Okay.
In US, their employees, you understand, the workforce personnel, 70% now they are engaged by SME owners, not the government. So how are you going to do it in such a way that manufacturers, all these people, you are going to empower them? And how do you empower them? You are going to make energy, you understand, available. You are going to put up a lot of infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah, there must be a seamless way of paying back. So that if from university, in those days when they used to give loan, that they see devoted though. I remember when we finished school, there were about 95, 99 banks that time. About 99 banks before the capitalization came in 2005. You understand? So 99 banks when we finished school those days. Those banks will come to the camp. Most of them will come to university. From 200 level, if you're on 2-1, Shell, Chevron, NNP, all those people, they will come to university. If you're on 2-1 from 200 level, they take you up for scholarship and they employ you right from school. Banks will come to school and do other, what do we call this test, you understand, for everybody. They will go to NYSA camp. And then from there, you can have like 3-4 letters. All these new generation banks, they have given you. So, that means we are going back to that period where SME owners will be going to school and say, okay, fine. Those people that hold government, and if you are very good and you're on 2-1, because they said that even the government, once you take money from them, they begin to monitor your CGPA. You understand? Don't drop out.
Exactly.
You cannot drop out.
That should actually be one of the factors to consider.
You can see so many things that is going to add value. And they said that if you have ever been caught with exam malpractice or fraudulent act, Yahoo this, Yahoo that, or internet fraud, or you have ever been caught doing anything, maybe some attitude or some negative or some vices that you have committed in the past, you are not eligible. This one could help to straighten up our youth again.
Right.
That's another way. So there are so many derivatives associated with it goes beyond the student loan.
Okay.
In fact, don't be surprised that by the time they start giving this loan, it will be far easier to pay back than the government have to work. You understand? They have to have a timeline.
Yeah.
They have 4 years now. So whether we cannot be talking about 8 years, you have 4 years. That is sure now. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you have 4 years, how soon do you want to start this student loan? That means if you're going to start with the people at the 400 level now, or 200 level now, or you want to start afresh with somebody that some people that have not entered the university at all.
Okay.
Are you going to deal with the existing students inside school now?
Yeah.
You understand? Are you going to deal with the students that are coming up? So if you are dealing with the existing students inside school now, you understand? If you are starting right away, so that means in 2 years' time, most of them, by next year, some of them will finish. And you expect that you should start paying back by 2027. You understand? So, do you have that job for them?
Exactly.
So, the government, one thing government should do is to massively, they should pump money into SME, the real employer of laborers.
Okay.
That they are put it there. It's not wishful thinking again. It's not about trial and error again. they have the cost now, then there must be effect.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything will fail. So if you are waiting, this employment must be that, okay, the minimum wage, the employee, the NYC is there.
Yeah.
You understand that people are taking already. Then what about those people that are feeling? How much is government supporting even the people that are taking the NYC to create experience for them? You understand? You know, there's some private sector that they will take as many as 5, 10 NYC. You understand?
Yes, to train them.
Is the government even supporting them? You understand? Because the government's thinking is that they are subsidizing the workforce for them. But what about the training on the job they are getting? There's some companies that they can do as many as even 30, 40 NYC. In those days, they used to retain corpers easily. But now it's difficult to add them to your the current expenditure. You understand? Because there's so much support. Look at it. Some people that are using 3,000, 4,000 fuel per day, you have to use like 10,000, 15,000 per day now.
Exactly.
If you cannot do without energy. For those that are using petrol. You understand? So how is government going to support this SME so that they can absorb your loan student? You understand?
Right.
So those are the things. And for the universities that are saying that, I think we can go there now.
Well, we have to go on this very short break before we
Right.
go there. And that's talking about that. When we get back, this will be about the sustainability of this particular initiative. Do not change that. There is the Royal FM 95.1.
Madam, you still there here? Make your meat no go spoil o.
I still dey here o. Wait first, how you even take send your own money?
My transfer dem na sharp since I begin use Pay Attitude app and *569#.
Which one be that?
Pay Attitude na app and USSD code wey go allow you send and receive money fiam from your different bank accounts. You fit turn pay with your phone number for POS and online and do cash withdrawal for ATM or agent shop. Dial *569# or download the Pay Attitude app. Begin use am. E dey work well.
Pay Attitude.
Can you imagine
a whopping 40% discount every Wednesday?
Now that's wow!
You don't have to imagine no more. KFC is here with WCW Reloaded discount offer.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go get it already!
Wednesdays are about to get even more exciting as the KFC's Wow Chicken Wednesday is now reloaded. Enjoy KFC's 7-piece chicken bucket every Wednesday at over 40% discount. It's the same finger-licking good meal as you have always had it. Available when you walk into any KFC stores nationwide or order online on any of our delivery partners.
KFC, it's finger-licking good.
This is the University of Africa. Here, the most important qualification is imagination, because here, everyone has a reason to imagine.
Passion, finesse, skill, beats, stunts, beats.
What's your reason? We want to hear it from you. Imagine it with you. Maybe even make it a reality for you. Follow at Airtel Nigeria on all social media platforms for more details. T's and C's apply.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
This is a vacancy announcement. The Royal Media Group, owners of Royal FM Ilori, Kaduna and Asaba, is seeking to employ talented on-air personalities, news editors, sales and marketing executives, broadcast engineers, and program presenters. Candidate must possess good command of the English language and Yoruba language. Ability to speak more than 2 Nigerian languages could be an added advantage. Please note that for the position of on-air personality and program presenter, applicants are required to send a 1-minute voice demo alongside their CVs. All CVs should be forwarded to recruitment@royalfm.net. Again, all CVs should be forwarded to recruitment@royalfm.net. Note that only successful applicants will be called for interview. Deadline for the application is 15th of June. Announcer, Management.
Lift it up today, lift it all the way. You and I forever, baby, lift it, lift it, lift it. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's undisturbable, the peace we found in.
To be a part of this program, you can send a message to our WhatsApp number on 091 6737 5588 091 6737 5588. And very briefly on the issue of student loan, before we go to Emefiele issue, sir, I would like to ask you, the president of Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic, that's Anderson Izebe, is expressed concern over the sustainability of this particular initiative. He said due to Nigerians' high unemployment rate. So, but then how do you see the sustainability of this for a very long time?
You see, that's why I say that this thing, it has a lot of multiplier effects. That's why our economics department in all the universities should come up with good economic analysis of this loan. What I'm saying, it goes beyond the student loan. The university should not sit down and think that, okay, because they want to start giving loan, they have to increase their tuition fee because government says it should generate revenue. That's the lazy way of generating revenue, by imposing higher fee on the student. Then I keep saying that now, okay, we are on the subsidy problem. University of Ilorin, for example, there are about 55,000 students. 55,000 students. By now, I expect them, the faculty of engineering, the mechanical engineer, the electrical engineer, to come up with keke that will not be using fuel, that will just be using button. Very soon now, the China, they are already planning it. They are going to import it down to this place. They can import keke. They can do a lot of things. They can have a department that does that. That after the graduation, a company that can absorb more than maybe 30% of the graduating students. How do they do this? Right. Enough of this academic research grant. You understand? Most of the people that are PhD older now, they have their thesis and gathering dust on the shelf without using it. The only thing they use for is the promotion after 3 years. What are they discovering? What are they doing? So they should create, okay, exercise book is there. If you have 55,000 customer, you understand? So the student, anybody on the loan, the university itself must have what it takes, you understand, to absorb some of their students that to create jobs outside there. With their research, they can collaborate with the poly. Because the federal government is trying to give people loan of 100,000, 60,000 per annum, 70,000 per annum. That's the loan they are talking about. Because when they are paying, I think they are paying tuition fee. They are not paying for hostel. They're not paid for textbook. They are just paying tuition fee. And most of the public school, 50,000, 60,000. You don't go and increase it to 150 and they make things more difficult.
I think that's actually the fear of Nigerians, and as said
they should look inward, and there's a way the university can generate revenue. Enough of building the big hostel, big big building. It's now high time to build our human resources. Let us invest in those kids. Let us see how we can even benefit the host community. You understand? So by now, we expect them, if they write a proposal, any university that can quickly come up with that and come up with a proposal, that we have 55,000 students and they want to produce keke for them. You understand? A small bicycle that you don't have to roll it. You just have to press the button and it takes you to class and it takes you to this. You understand? And they want to start that one. Please give us grant. These are the kind of grants you should be looking for. Enough of grant for academic pursuits, which that it does not have direct effect on Nigeria as a nation. If you are preaching entrepreneurship as GNS for students, let the school display this. Let us see what you can produce. Then you have already made market. You understand? Where you can say, okay, this thing we are selling it for 2,000. Every student, you have to buy this product, and then we add it to school fees, and then you give them as a total pack. You understand? All universities. So all these things, everybody should look inward. Let us not look outward. If you look outward, we begin to charge more on the already loan fund. You understand? So by the time you do that and everything will go back, but there are ways that we can take. If you see a serious government who is ready to empower Nigeria to turn around the economy, then we should be ready to bombard them with ideas and let them see how they can respond.
All right, thank you so much, sir. That's talking about looking inwards and also being productive. That's
the key.
That's to the students themselves now. At the same time, let's make sure we have something productive to actually showcase and to ease our own problems. Now, let's quickly go to the CBN governor, the suspension of the CBN governor. I would like to have your take on this. Does this put us in good light in Nigeria, having to know that, okay, although the reasons for a suspension are quite valid, talking about the financial misappropriation and so many others, but does this put Nigeria in good light?
No, it puts Nigeria in good light now. America do try their former president. So if I they put Nigeria in good like that, no matter how big you are, if you hear you must face you must face the music. So it really helps the image of the country.
So does that
in fact the foreign investor will have more confidence. That's okay. I think Nigeria's is now the main business. Okay. You understand? The only issue that I have about all these trials is that it shouldn't be political. You understand? It should not be political because Emefiele committed a political offense and a committed financial offense. The political offense was that of cashless. You understand? The cashless that did, most people out there thought that was his offense. You understand? If you look at the number of offense they roll out, the cashless policy was never part of it. Do you understand? It was never part of it. Misappropriation, forex, round tripping, all those things are the key things that they are accused of financing of terrorism or something. You understand? So those are the things they are accused of. So the political offense, you understand, was the fact that he brought out policy that very hard during the electionary period. You understand? And when a party is the one reigning at that point in time, if the subsidy had been removed during that period, it would have had the same effect. You understand? It would have had the same effect. So, but the subsidy had to wait till after the election. But he went ahead to do that, and they believe that could have affected the fortune of the party in power now. Do you get what I'm saying? So the offense is political. So please, anybody out there, don't think that this offense is financial offense. His real offense was that of cashless. There's nothing wrong about cashless. It's because it was political. It was very extremely political. Political is just that the what is it called? The timeline, the deadline given to it was what made it difficult. You understand? If they had allowed us to be spending naira, side by side with the new currency, it wouldn't have had any effect. But they said they mop up all the money we had, and they are giving us less.
And now we're back to the hold.
And now we're back to the hold now.
Right, thank you so much,
that policy, but it's a real offense. The financial offense, round tripping, forex manipulation, and stuff like that.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Nazir. We need to go on this very short break again, and when we get back, we'll be here to open the studio line. You can have your contribution, and you can as well send a message to our WhatsApp number. You can also go on our Facebook page to watch us live and drop your comments right there. We'll be back in just a moment.
Madam, ẹ ṣe wá ń bí ni ẹran tí ẹ̀rà má lè bàjẹ́.
Mo ṣì wà níbí yìí o. Báwo gan-an lẹ́yìn ṣe fi owó tí yín ránṣẹ́?
Ní kíákíá ni ìfowóránṣẹ́ tèmi máa ń lọ látìgbà tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lo Pay Attitude app àti *569#.
Èwo tún nìyẹn o?
Pay Attitude ò lẹ́gbẹ́ tí a bá sọ̀rọ̀ app tàbí USSD code tí ó máa ń fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ tí a bá fẹ́ fi owó ránṣẹ́ tàbí tí o bá fẹ́ gbowó kíákíá láti inú àkáǹtì rẹ. O sì tún lè fi nọ́mbà rẹ sanwó lórí POS àti ayélujára. O lè fi gba owó nídìí ATM tàbí lọ́wọ́ agent ní ilé ìtajà. Ẹ tẹ *569# tàbí kí ẹ download Pay Attitude app sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yín.
Pay Attitude. You're about to close the deal of a lifetime, and suddenly your phone goes off because your battery is low. There's a hot gist in town, and just when you're about to hear it, your smartphone disappoints you. Oh, not again. Even worse, you're about to get that yes, but they can't reach you. No smartphone guarantees you your dream like the itel P40. With just one charge of its mega 6000 mAh battery, power is yours for 3 days. Also get 5 GB from Airtel for just 1,000 naira when you buy itel P40 and activate it with an Airtel 4G SIM card. SMS GET to 141 to get this offer. Itel P40, one charge for 3 days.
It's dark and then the whole thing falls apart, I guess. It doesn't really matter about.
To be a part of today's program, the number to call is 0810-8501-371. The studio line is open to hear your opinion. And while we take some messages on WhatsApp, here says, good morning, this is Muideen Adebayo representing Kombimoro local government. The issue of student loan, I would like to say, is not the best for now. Why can they start giving scholarship instead of borrowing them money? Because after we finish from school, where is work to do in order to return the money? God bless Royal FM. Thank you so much, Muideen from Kombimoro local government. And let's take this message before I pick the next. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
I would like to appreciate your analysis.
Thank you so much.
On student loan, please, like other people have said. You know, personally, I don't like loan because of the grace. Sometimes come out of loan. People are, if you are not able to take loan, you should take out the grace. For example, it depends on the kind of loan you are getting. You are getting loan in a house, you can sell the house of the cheaper right if you are not able to pay, so much storage. Why did you? But student loan, I think they should take wise. Either they give a grant or they give a scholarship.
Okay.
But whoever will be in charge of this loan is supposed to be a serious and honest person. If not so, they will be invest. Because analysis have said it. You give me a loan, you better give me a job at the end of my course if you want your money to go back.
All right.
How do you do this? You can do this. Give me the loan. Take all my name, all these things like the doctor said. The big manufacturing company or those people who are taking when I'm used to. This is what they do in America. Your name will just everywhere. Please, you need when you finish your education. This is the promotion of this law. But in Nigeria, who will you send your name to? This employee. That is when they are not even able to pay the employee.
All right.
I mean, the system already. So please, let us think about it wisely before the instead of this, so that you not be like a CIP.
Aye.
You have all this scam. They are doing before.
All right.
Palliative, give you 5,000 to somebody, you don't know who they give it to, no record of it.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. And this message here says, good morning, presenter and the analysts. On the issue of student loan, we are just playing on the gallery in this country. The way we are running governments in this country is a kick and follow with no blueprint. The governments that failed to build our refineries, the government that failed to that removed fuel subsidy with unacceptable reasons, is the student loan that is paramount in Nigeria now. Is it through our institutions are functioning, or people are just going to school to acquire the certificate alone? On a final note, this loan policy can never work in an unjust nation. And he went further to say the issue of Emefiele, I said it back then that there is no sincerity with the cashless policy. This is from engineer Abdul Yasser Abdul Alubarika from Ofa Garage. All right, thank you so much for your contribution, engineer. Hello, you're welcome on Vocal Point this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I'm Kayode. I'm calling from Asobi.
All right, you're welcome, Mr. Kayode.
Yes, on this issue of student loan, I think it's better that we Nigerians or the citizens we prepare our minds so much. Now, we want to copy something from, let me use the normal word, even though I don't like it as a person.
Okay.
The normal word we use is FINA clients. Our own client too is also the same client. But we people operating it, they like to turn it the other way around. So if we are talking about these advanced countries, when we speak of loan, it's just like I as an entrepreneur, if I approach somewhere to get a loan, am I expecting them to give me loan at the same time give me job? No. These are conflicting things. But I'm being given loan to empower me to be marketing it.
Okay.
So the student that will go and pick up the loan is an indigent person that feels that, okay, I have to be marketable. So how do I want to be marketable? I want to acquire knowledge. I want to go for higher training. Therefore, and I don't have money. So the next thing is for me to go and pick up the loan and make myself really, really marketable, employable.
Yes.
So the other side I want to talk about the government is that they should make our basic education to be functional, so that, like the days of our fathers, they were already employable, even with their secondary school certificate. I don't see many even many graduates of this age, they don't seem to be employable. So if our education can really be functional, I think we will have a way ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kayode, for your contribution. Thank you so much. All right. He went further to say, make education functional. And again, this is a question to all our youth out there. How employable are you at this point in time, even after school? How employable are you, knowing, okay, you need to get a job to repay the loan which you must have taken? And as most person had said, and just as media had said, it's not just about loan. It has to do with loan and grant as it should be. Let's take this our last call for today. Hello, you're welcome on Vocal Point. Kindly move away from your radio. Okay, thank you so much. All right, in case we're able to get one more call, and that will be our last caller for today. And while I say thank you to everyone who has joined us on the show today, and also a big thank you to Mr. Nasser. Thank you, sir, for honoring our invites, even though the notice was quite short. And also a big thank you to my producer, Mr. Olaruti Miyoshi, and to my HOD, Tayo Adeyemi. All right, let's take this, our last caller. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name? Very briefly, sir. Our time is fast spent.
Mr. Isa from Ilorin.
All right, Mr. Isa, very briefly, sir.
Just on this loan of 18, I just want to draw an observation because I can see the reaction of ASU. I don't think we should play this kind of during this dispensation. This bill has been on in the National Assembly, and they were discussing it on the floor of the House. Many of us were following to the point it gets to the president's table, the former president. Now the current president see that probably it's a bill that emanated from the whole nation. See the House of Rep discuss it. I don't think there is any need to object to it.
Okay.
I think we should not be playing this. When it is on discussion, I should get great men should be making their own contribution before it gets to that point.
Right.
Now, as it is like has been signed, if there are other negatives they are looking from that side, it cannot be amended again. They should not wait until when it gets to the end before they react.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Isa, for your contribution. Thank you so much. And Mr. Isa will be our last caller for today. Well, he said no one should actually oppose that particular opinion. Mr. Nasir, before you go, what would be your last word for our people in few words before we go?
Nigeria cannot be better except we are better.
Yeah.
If you do the right thing and you do things right, Nigeria will be better. Nigeria is not on its own. You are Nigeria, I am Nigeria. Let's contribute our own.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that word. And that's to say, God bless Nigeria. Let's keep believing in our country, and we hope things will get better. And again, to the youth, again, how employable are you? Let's do better so we can have a great country. Till some other time when I come your way again. Till next week, Wednesday, keep listening to Royal FM 95.1 in Ilorin. We have amazing programs lined up for you for the day and every day of the week. Have a wonderful day.